Alright boys, welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be making a soul sample, something in the style of Rylo Rodriguez. I've got this starter up here from my boy Baragini. Pretty much that sounds like this. So I've already got a few ideas on how exactly I'm going to flip that. I'm thinking I'm going to speed it up and pitch it up. And then I'm also going to add some guitar to it, maybe some vocals. So let's just get right into it. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Guitar Mania kit and I'm going to go into the guitar phrases section. This is a kit that I'm dropping very, very soon. And this has literally been a cheat code for me. It means I don't actually have to connect my guitar and record everything. Everything's just ready to be added. So I'm going to go through these now and find something that works. Okay, so I'm gonna add this phrase. The good thing about these phrases, they're already time stretched as well. So this is already in the right BPM. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. I need to obviously mess with the pitch. Okay, cool. So already, it's what, 10 seconds into making the loop and I'm already off to a decent start. I'm actually thinking, since I'm pitching this up, I'm going to pitch this up later. What I'll do is I'll move this down a whole octave. So I'm going to add this other phrase as well. So what's this? This is up by 500. So, okay, it'll be down by 700. I'm going to add this and see how that sounds. Yeah, crazy. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna add a tiny wah phrase as well. So I really like this one. So I'm gonna see if I can get this in the right key. Okay, so I'm gonna go down like this. Okay, already this is sounding crazy. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up Splice and I'm gonna find some soul vocals. Sometimes this process can take like 30 minutes. Sometimes it will get done in like 1 minute. So hopefully this won't take too long. I'm gonna look up vocal soul. What I'm gonna do, all right, shut the fuck up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this one because I heard something that I liked. I've actually already used one of them. I'm gonna go instruments, vocals. So I already know that this is a good pack. As you can see, I've already used 2. So I'm just gonna look for ones that would also work.
I want you to be mine all alone for all time. I want you to be mine. Let's take a lover's walk.
Alright, that sounds kind of hard. I've got no idea if this will work, so I'm gonna go tools, macros, bang, 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 bang. Go down to 110 so everything's stretched. So it's ready for the vocal to come right in. Drag that motherfucker in there. We're on to something here, lads.
On the hillside, let's
Oofs.
Let's take a lover's hillside and say the things we used to say.
This bit is kind of, it's a bit mad because it's like a bit off key.
Say the things we used to say.
I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of that. I know with these soul vocals and these soul samples, they're a bit of like off-putting sort of notes. So I might leave it, but I might not. I'm not too. Alright, so You guys are gonna think I'm fucking cheating, and it sort of feels like cheating a bit, but I'm gonna be adding a string phrase from Splice, because the strings that are in here just sound much more realistic and better than anything I could get in Contact, to be honest. Okay, well this can definitely work. This will definitely sound good, but it's not crazy because it's just one note. But it's got that vintage texture to it. I'm gonna add this vocal again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna consolidate it and I'm gonna put it onto a different mixer track. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a bit more filtered so it's not as prevalent in the mix. So I'm just gonna go EQ, gonna grab this random setting and just make it more of a filter. I wanna reintroduce the drums here as well. Okay, so you might be thinking, you've done this way too fast, and to be honest, I feel like I've done this way too fast. This is why this guitar kit is so powerful, because if I was to just record these myself, it would have taken me like 10-15 minutes, and I would have had to connect the wah pedal, blah, 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 blah. But I've just sped the entire thing up. Obviously using Splice as well helps speed the process up. I'm gonna add this as the stems, and then I'm gonna do something that's gonna really take this to the next level. I can already tell from now that this is gonna help significantly. And what that is I'm gonna export it and then mess around with the pitch, which will give it that real soul feeling. So, okay, so I'm now in a new project. I'm gonna get it back into the right BPM. Gonna do that so there's no little gap at the beginning, go into stretch, blah, 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 blah. I'm also gonna lower the volume level a bit. So, this is where the fun begins. So first of all, I'm gonna speed this up a bit. And I'm gonna try like this. Bruh, it works every time. It sounds crazy now. That is literally sounding crazy, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been carried by this starter very heavily. I also got very lucky that my Splice vocal didn't take 48 minutes to find. It was quite quick. So now as a final touch, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do, but I'm pulling up this free plugin here by Cymatics, and what I can do is I'm turning all these effects off because I don't need it, but this changes the sample rate. So if you hear, and you mess around with the knob, you'll see exactly what it does. So there's no secret that with soul samples, with real soul samples, you're gonna lose a bit of that quality. So that's sort of what I'm replicating here with that. Like that really feels like an actual sample. Maybe I could actually, I've got an idea. Maybe I'll make an automation clip so the beginning feels like a real sample and the person listening to it is like, oh, this shit low quality as fuck. And then bang, randomly, it's high quality. And then they're like, whoa. Okay, so I'm actually very happy with this, and I've sped run the fuck out of this, which is always nice because sometimes we don't want to take like 2 hours to make a loop. Sometimes it's refreshing when everything just happens quickly. And as I keep saying, that's how powerful this kit is, because I've literally just gone through here, found a phrase that matches the vibe of the sample. This example being something that's more distorted, more aggressive, more of a bluesy soul feel, so this is the one that I used, and then that was the other one that I used. But yeah, there's a whole lot of different vibes as well. So if I just pick a random one, let's go like... That's something like, that's more of a Lil Durk loop. You could also use that in a soul one as well. Obviously it's more aggressive, right? I know that, for example, this one is a bit more chill. This is more of an emotional one. But yeah, guys, if you have learned something from this video, if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Also, if you're not in my broadcast channel, definitely join that. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the description. I'm posting a whole lot of free stuff, exclusive opportunities, free samples. I'll also be posting a discount code and updates about this very kit that I'm gonna be dropping soon. So guys, get in there. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.